What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Though Show. It's your boy Dame D, and we're back with another one. Today we're going to be talking about the Shannon Sharpe essay allegations. I have audio and video of the situation that we're going to play, that I have queued up, and we're going to do commentary after the video. So give me 1 second, I have everything queued up. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the video that Shannon Sharpe put out himself after the young lady put her allegations out.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as KARLI on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to come out of this. Give me 1 second. And that's the approach Shannon needs to take, going forward. The same approach that Jay-Z took, it's a damn shame. We all know this is a shakedown. This should be a lesson learned to black athletes, black actors, and just men in general. But it always seems to me that our men are the ones that's getting preyed upon. With these allegations, with these women. Especially. With this young woman right here, there's other videos out there that was that the young lady put out, and some other things that put out there, which I'm quite sure a lot of you probably have heard by now or saw the videos, but to me, it's nothing more but than a shakedown. This Tony BUGSBY, he's the lawyer that, that put a lot of cases on Diddy, that's being dropped as we speak now, but I need you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell me what you think about this situation. I'm going to be real, let's be honest. It's a shakedown, and a lot of this shit sounds fishy to me. If I was Shannon Sharpe, this is what it sounds like to me, because I'm quite sure you guys know, they say that Shannon Sharpe and his lawyer offer her 10 million, just to get rid of all this, not for any of this not to come up, and she turned it down. If you're innocent, why would you offer this bitch $10 million? What it sounds like to me, and what it sounds like what's been going on for years, and and our men and athletes, they need to recognize this. It's the fucking lawyers that's probably now I'm not gonna say doing a shakedown, but in a situation like this, is money being transferred to this? It would have been money transferred to this white woman. You know what I mean? Which is $10 million. So I guarantee you, Shannon Sharpe's own lawyer offered that. You know what I mean? Like, just give her 10 million, Shannon. And just let all this go away, so it won't go to the media, so you won't be looked at as a bad person. I guarantee you. Shannon probably won't admit that, but I guarantee you that's how a lot of our athletes, and a lot of stars that went through the same situation with these SA allegations, and they were innocent, and they probably wanted to fight these cases, you know what I mean? But I guarantee you it was the lawyers, who was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and fight the case, don't let it come to the media, it'll ruin your career, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So that 10 million would have been transferred and changed her family, her life for forever. You know what I mean? And it probably wouldn't have hurt Shannon. It probably wouldn't have hurt him financially. But that's how shit goes. That's how game is ran. His lawyer and her. Probably didn't even have to work together to try to run that play on Shannon. So what Shannon need to do is do what Jay-Z did. You know what I mean? And sue them motherfuckers, because like I said, it's all type of stuff, videos of her asking for this shit to go down, you know what I mean, and recorded it, and then came out with an edited version, just trying to get money out of Shannon. That shit is crazy, so this should be a lesson learned to you young guys, to you young athletes coming up in the game. Watch out for this shit, and I'm not gonna. It's not just the white girls, it's the sisters too that that's out here, trying to get their pockets or trying to get their money up. So you fellas got to be careful and keep things tight. You make these bitches sign these MDAs. You see what I'm saying? Shannon, you fucked up when you should have knew something was going on when she did not want to sign the MDA. You know what I mean? If you got money like that, don't be fucking around with these bitches without having them sign something. And then not only that, once you have them sign something or whatever, let these bitches know you recording them. You know what I mean? So there won't be any type of so everything can be just up front. So she can't say nothing about nothing. You know what I mean? So that's how you handle that situation. You know, um, you're a millionaire. Why would you even settle? For some shit like that anyway, Shannon. Unless that's what you like. It ain't nothing wrong with that, but you got to be smarter. You played that wrong. You let this little young bitch manipulate the shit out of you. You know what I mean? So ain't nothing. It happens. But you gotta recognize game, Shannon. You too old for that. You know what I mean? You let this young girl run game on you and put you in a bad situation. So you just gotta look out for situations like that. Luckily, she fucked up, in a few situations where, you know, um, the judge or whoever handles this shit should just see, that it's a shakedown and now he's just gonna have to pay his lawyer, and for this shit to go away. You know what I mean? So yeah, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like I said, let this be a lesson to future athletes. Let this just be a lesson to me in general. Because you don't have to be a rich motherfucker for a motherfucker to try to blackmail you or get money up out of you. For situations like this. You know what I mean? So fellas, let's be careful out there. We got to be smart. It's your boy Damn D, and I am out. Peace.